Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Yo, let me tell you what I just learned about myself. Apparently, I don't know how to do pre-program Instagram lives. Don't judge me. Hey, y'all. It's three things. It's three things. I'm going to give it a second for whoever is coming to come in. But I'm so glad that we're going to be in this space together. Welcome to the Grace for This page. This is a first, and I am elated. I have been waiting. I have been anticipating. I have been listening and hearing what it is I'm supposed to be doing in this space. And I'm really excited about the month of January in its entirety. I'm excited about the month of January for so many reasons, but I'm gonna wait until the end to get y'all that. So happy Wednesday. Welcome to the Grace for This page. I am Kenitra Moselle. I am the lady behind Grace for This. My story is the Grace for This story. However, I understand and I believe that you grace for this too. So we are about three things, and I'm going to jump right into those three things. Okay, so the first set of three things about Grace for This is one, it's about community. Not only is it about community, but it is a community that is creating community. I understand that we are in very unique positions, and it's hard to arrive alone. Some parts of our journey, we are supposed to be on the other side of the mountain, but some parts of our journey are supposed to happen together with like-minded people. And in this scenario, with like-minded women of faith, providing community for one another, providing a safe space for conversations to be had, providing a safe space for us to be vulnerable, providing a safe place for us to work through the parts of us that are broken but are being yielded to God so he can heal us and then produce what it is that he's called us to do. A lot of us are building, but you have to build in a safe place. So I'm super excited about that. That has been what my experience was in the past year in so many ways. And so I am excited about creating that space for other women of faith who are owning some things very specifically. But that's for a different Wednesday, okay? So the first thing is community. The second thing is conversations. Oh my gosh. I believe that you guys will relate to what I'm saying when you hear this. We have come from communities who have not had certain conversations. We have not had intentional dialogue about the hard things from a perspective that is human. There we go. Having conversations about the hard things from the perspective that is human. As a woman of faith, my perspective on the hard things has been from a push through, you got this, the word says 1, 2, 3. And I still stand on all of that. However, what I am learning is that it's still important to acknowledge the human part of my experience, because I grow more when I show up as my human, authentic self. There are things that I'm working through now because I am bringing the broken human parts of myself to the table. So there are conversations I'm having that are revealing things that I've never seen before. Why? Because I've never been this person. I've never been this open, and I've never had this conversation with this perspective. And so I believe that we're in this place together. I think a lot of us are arriving to this point, and there's something really important that we got to do. It's something really, really important that we have to do. In addition to that, we have not arrived to this point for us to keep it to ourselves. So the conversations are one of the things I'm most excited about. I'll say I got top three things I'm excited about, and I'll tell you at the end. Y'all gonna be like, for real? The conversations are humongous. Conversations are huge. Conversations make us feel seen. Oftentimes we will hear somebody else say something and be like, wow, I feel the same way. But I wouldn't say that. But somebody else did. It comes up in conversation. It comes up in dialogue. And the having the hard conversations, or somebody sitting in that conversation and having it, gives the rest of us permission to acknowledge that feeling, and gives us permission to validate what our experience is and what we've gone through and what we're actively going through, because we decided to have a conversation about it. We learn from each other when we decide to have a conversation. I think it's really noble. And this is the first example that comes to mind, but I think it's really noble to see the conversations that happen when we have difficulty in race relations in our country. Some conversations begin to be had. The same thing needs to happen with us as people of faith and on a wellness journey as well. We need to start having the conversations. We're being intentional about having conversations around mental health. We're having the conversations around not doing okay today. We're having the conversations around this particular thing is hard, and we're going to do that in Grace for This. We're going to have conversations about the hard things, about the easy things, and about the things that we're celebrating. We're going to have conversations about the wins. We're going to have conversations about the losses, because whether it's a win or a lose, there's lessons in all of it. So let's have the conversation. Okay, that was number 2. And thirdly, it's the collaboration for me. It's the collaboration for me. Why? Because I've met so many awesome women. My year has been amazing. I mean, my year has been absolutely phenomenal. And I know it's hard to believe, being that my last year was all of those amazing things, while it also was my first year as a widow without my husband. I am not exaggerating in the least bit. Is a gross understatement to say that my year was amazing, because the broken version of me was able to connect with the humanity of other people. And so I have met so many amazing women who are growing, who are building, who are pushing, and who are pushers. And so when you get a bunch of women in the same space who all have drive, who all have a commonality, and who all want to see each other grow and support one another and love on one another, oh my gosh, it is a beautiful thing that happens. So with collaboration being a part of what we're doing with Grace for This, there's so many beautiful things that are going to come out of us being in community together. We are going to grow. We are going to learn. And then we're going to be able to push each other in ways that we couldn't do without each other. Because if Kenitra Moselle is doing something, Kenitra Moselle is my other page, y'all, but that's me. Y'all know what's up. But if Kenitra Moselle decides that she's going to partner with Speak Up Sis, then that's bringing 2 audiences of people together to support one another, support each other as women and women of faith who are walking in their calling. And what we clear on is that we are graced for this. There is something you're specifically called to. And if I can be a partner or a champion to you walking in your calling, I will have served well alongside being obedient to do what I'm called to do. But if I can help you walk in your obedience, oh, I have done well. I have done very well. So the piece about collaborating and knowing the value that's sitting right next to us, like, we don't always recognize who's in the room. We got to start knowing who's in the room and be a supporter of who's in the room, and not being intimidated by who's being in the room. And the women who I have met over the last year, the women who are going to make up the community of Grace for This, are those type of sisters. We gonna fix the crowns. Like, they've been talking to me about my edges, and y'all see I slicked down something. I almost went live with my head wrap on, because I respect the fact that my sister was like, but these edges though. That's collaboration in the simplest way. My sister's gonna get me together about my edges. Don't judge me. That's so easy. But I'm so serious. Also, the collaboration I'm talking about, podcasters and authors and a non-profit organization of visionaries, and I should have wrote it down, y'all. Magazines, poetry, spoken word artists. There's brands, multiple brands. Like, there's so many of us in this space and in this community. And I mean, it's like clergy. Like, let's not skip over that. Let's talk about those of us who are women, because remember, we're talking about women of faith. This community is about it's for women of faith who are taking ownership of awareness journey, right? And so just because I'm a woman of faith doesn't mean that I don't need community for the part of me that's human. And guess what? We're human before we're anything else. So clergy, period. Business owners, visionaries, entrepreneurs. Look, self-care products, hand creams and lotions and scrubs and candles. Like, all of that. All of that is in the community, and I'm excited to connect the dots. Y'all wouldn't believe how many one-on-one conversations I have with so many different people, but I'm really excited to be able to bring us all into one place together, right? So, what's the 3 things, y'all? 3 things about Grace for This. You're going to get community, genuine, like for real. Please let me find out somebody on some foolishness. Conversations and collaboration, y'all. 3 things about Grace for This. You're going to get community, you're going to have conversations, and you're going to collaborate. Because when I put my goodness and your goodness together, it makes something great. And there's something great living on the inside of us. And so we got to own that. 110 and 15%. We got to own that, y'all. So community, conversations, collaborations. It's going to be phenomenal. Tap the link in the bio. Our first Grace for This event of 23 is at the end of this month. It's the last Saturday in this month, and I'm so excited. One, because it's a beautiful venue. It's a beautiful venue. Shout out to Unwind on Central. Like, they took care of us because we had to change, from December. So, one, it's going to be beautiful. We're going to have some conversations. We're going to have some conversations that need to be had at the beginning of the year. We're not waiting till the end of the quarter to start having some of these conversations. We need to meet each other. We need to figure out who's bringing what to the table. And sometimes we got to help each other see what we bring to the table. Because when you are it, you don't realize that you bring it. Because you have been it your whole life. But if I don't have it and you got it, I can see it clear as day. So y'all come. Click the link in the bio and register. Sign up to be there. I got something special. I need to see. Ooh, y'all. I got something for the first 6. I don't know how many y'all. I need to go check and see. Because I don't want to keep saying it. And then them spots already filled. So praise be unto God. Yeah. That's what we doing. FYI, I'm going to cap at 50. I mean, you can hold 100, but I'm capping at 50. So just keep in mind, we got all month to figure that out. But I'm capping at 50, okay? Yeah, that's it, y'all. 3 things. I'm going to do this every Wednesday this month because I want y'all to know, what you're getting when you decide to connect with Grace for This. I want you to know what you're going to get at a Grace for This event. I want you to know what kind of conversations we're having. I want you to know what our focal point is and what it is you're going to be able to take away. So that's it. 3 things about Grace for This. Thank y'all for joining me. If you're catching the replay, drop it in comments and let me know if you're rocking with the 3 C's: community, conversations, and collaborations. Hit the link in the bio. I would love to see you and meet you. Of course, you can go to my website. Check out merchandise. Grace for This. I'm working on a new journal. Calm down. I just pre-ordered it so I can see what it looks like, see what it feels like. But I'm so excited about so many different things that we can offer and bring to the table. So shout out to y'all. You're amazing. And I got something. I'm going to save it for next time, but I got something. All right. That's it, y'all. My 15 minutes is up. Have an amazing day. I love you big. And remember, you're going through this because you're Grace for This. Have a good one.